Stranger Things is one of the best sci-fi horror shows and shows in general in the world today. Its 80s tropes make it a very nostalgic watch, and it's no surprise to viewers that the show has numerous Easter eggs in reference to 80s pop culture, sci-fi horror, and so on and so forth. Today, we'll be showing you Easter eggs from Season 3. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell so you get notified when we upload a new video. You ready? Let's get started. A Nightmare on Elm Street. We all remember when Eleven had arguably her scariest experience in the void. This was when she was trying to find the lifeguard, Heather. As she was approaching Heather's home, some of you may or not have noticed that her house looked familiar to another famous house in horror. The red door looks exactly like the one in Nancy Thompson's house in the popular 80s slasher movie A Nightmare on Elm Street. While the number on Elm Street was 1428, Heather's house number is 1438. This detail is too big to be a coincidence, as this is a show that is known for many horror references all throughout. Why change the number though? That could be anyone's guess. It does make sense to pay tribute to Wes Craven's popular slasher film, as it's about a killer who kills people in their dreams, similar to the dreamlike nature of the void. Beetlejuice's tombstone. You can't think about 80s horror without mentioning Tim Burton's horror comedy classic, Beetlejuice, in which Michael Keaton delivers one of the most memorable performances for his horror character. Moving on, we all remember Mr. Clark and his town model, right? What you may have missed is that the town model actually has Beetlejuice's tombstone. However, there was a time paradox this Easter egg creates. Stranger Things 3 takes place in the summer of 1985. Beetlejuice was released in theaters in 1988. How on earth could Mr. Clark have the tombstone of his model? There's nothing too much to worry about here. It was probably an error that was overlooked, or they probably already knew this and decided to pay homage to Tim Burton anyway. What makes this Easter egg even cooler is that the lead character of Beetlejuice was played by none other than Winona Ryder herself. It's a nice little nod to Winona Ryder's work. Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead. The first time we see the gang in Season 3 is where they are in the movie house watching this scary movie about zombies. That movie is Day of the Dead, directed by zombie flick legend himself, George Romero. This one is a pretty obvious Easter egg, as Day of the Dead is one of the best zombie movies of that time, and it fits perfectly within the timeline being released in 1985. There was one reference that you may not have noticed due to its taking place so fast. When Robin, played by Maya Hawke, instead of walking down, slides down the escalator, it's the exact same shot from Dawn of the Dead, the prequel to Day of the Dead. Pretty neat, right? Sooner or later, Maya Hawke will have to play a part in a zombie movie. We have the feeling she's going to do just fine. Halloween 2. When the kids stop at Hawkins Memorial, they may notice that there's a local hospital nearby. If you look closely, the hospital shares a similar logo to another hospital in an 80s horror movie. For all you cinephiles out there, you may know that this is the logo of the hospital Laurie stays in, the leading lady of the Halloween franchise, and you can see the logo of the local hospital is a tribute to a hospital in Halloween 2. It's a cool reference for the hardcore horror fans out there. We just hope and pray that Stranger Things doesn't ever create a character similar to Michael Myers. Saying it would be out of place is a massive understatement. Luckily for us, Stranger Things seems to know better. Jaws. When Hopper is about to leave Enzo's after Joyce stands him up, he is told that he can't bring his booze with him, to which he responds in all his drunken glory, "I can do anything I want. I'm chief of police." Sound familiar? This is a direct quote from Steven Spielberg's classic horror thriller, Jaws, when Chief Brody says the exact same line before taking a nice big swig of his drink.
I can do anything, I'm the chief of police.
It's never a bad time to quote Jaws, but Hopper seemed to have the perfect moment in doing so. The Thing. Probably one of the best horror movies of all time, and definitely embedded in 80s culture. John Carpenter's The Thing was one of the hottest movies for horror fans. When the kids do the sauna test on Billy at Mike's apartment, a poster of the 1982 sci-fi horror movie can be seen in the background. Another fun fact is how in the movie, in order to determine who is the thing, the main character tries to burn people out since it doesn't like heat, which is exactly what the kids did to Billy and the Mind Flayer. Well played, Stranger Things. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. It isn't a stretch to say that what the Mind Flayer does is body snatching. So, what other cheeky way can Stranger Things do a tribute to a movie exactly about that? Kaufman's Shoes in the Starcourt Mall is a neat little tribute to Philip Kaufman. He directed the 1978 classic Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Phoebe Cates. We all remember how Dustin came back to Hawkins from his summer camp and shocked everyone when he said he has a girlfriend named Susie. Dustin even goes to say that she is hotter than Phoebe Cates. Phoebe Cates is an actress known for her role in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Another reference of this is when Mrs. Wheeler comes out of the pool to talk to Billy. The song playing, moving in stereo, is the same song that plays during Kate's iconic pool scene in the movie. And for the third Phoebe Cates reference in the final episode of the season, when Robin is trying to get Steve a job at the video store. He falls into a cardboard cutout of Cates' character, Lena Barrett, and even stops to admire it. The creators of the show must be big Fast Times fans. Can't blame them. It's an awesome movie. Which was your favorite Easter egg? Any Easter eggs we missed out on? Let us know by dropping your comments on the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell so you get notified when we upload a new video. Don't go anywhere just yet. If you like this video, the next two videos will be even better. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in a short while.